Let's talk about lock on, lock out, a really important concept that we experience every single day. It is the LOLO process, again, lock on, lock out. And what does that mean? It means once we lock on to something, whatever it is, we naturally lock out other information, especially information that contradicts what we're locking onto. I'll give you some examples. If you've ever locked on to the television for a period of time because it's your favorite part of your movie, it's the national championship game, you lock onto the television, and during that short period of time, you may lock out the fact that someone is calling your name from a different room. It's not that you're intentionally ignoring them, you honestly just don't hear it. Because when you lock onto one thing, you naturally lock out everything else. This is also why they teach us about the dangers of texting and driving. Because even if for those seconds you lock onto your cell phone, you naturally lock out everything else, pedestrians walking across the street, the car in front of you, or other things that we should be paying attention to. The other thing about lock on, lock out, though, is when we start to think about what have we locked onto about ourselves? Because the moment that we lock onto a belief about ourselves, it's important to understand that we are also locking out any information that contradicts that belief. A question that I often ask in my workshops is, how many of us have ever said, I'm bad at math? Many, many hands go up. And then I begin to ask the question, do you realize the moment that we lock onto the belief that we're bad at math, we lock out the fact that we can add, subtract, count money, tell time, and also we're paying attention to the speed limit all the time. Those are all mathematical equations, but those things don't even come to mind because we've locked onto this belief, I'm not good at math. So the question really becomes as we move forward, are we determining what we want to lock onto for ourselves, for our teams, for our organizations, even for our families, or are we leaving it up to chance? And understanding the power of lock on, lock out, because if I lock onto the positive, I'm able to lock out distractions or lock out the negativity. But what if I've locked onto something that isn't healthy? What if I've locked onto something about myself that maybe was true at one period in time, but is no longer true? I will lock out information that has shown that I've grown or changed, and I still am carrying around an old belief that may no longer serve me well. So understanding lock on, lock out is a powerful tool, a powerful concept, and can be used for so much good.